All right, can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Novella, can you hear me? Oh, she jumped up there.
I can hear you.
Okay. Novella, can you hear me? I don't think you're muted. All right, we're going to see if a couple more people jump on. Allison, did you have your first order yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But I will, definitely. I know orders should be in by this coming Monday.
Yes.
So
yeah.
definitely we'll put the order through. Most likely, I'm guessing Saturday evening or Sunday.
Okay. And do you know how to do that?
I've never done it before, but
are you going to meet with Barbara?
I know she tried meeting with me a couple weeks ago, and I wasn't available, but
Okay.
I can make an attempt, and then if I have any questions, I'll reach out to her for sure.
Okay, well, we're going to go over a little bit tonight, so maybe that'll be helpful. I can't tell.
Great.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, there you are. Okay. All right, it's 8 after. I invited several people. I know a couple said they couldn't get on tonight. This is being recorded, so you guys will get a copy of this as well as everybody else after the fact. All right, so I'm going to get started, and if anybody hops on, they'll just hop on. I'd like to talk to you guys about goal setting and Avon, what Avon can be. It is your business, so you get to do this business and work this business the way you want to. We have 3 avenues of income, if you will. One, of course, is the face-to-face sales, where you pass your brochures out to people. Oh, my dog is trying to get in my face. You pass out your brochures to people. You ask for the information, their information. It's super important that you always follow up. Even if the person says, is your contact information on the back? I can call you if I want anything. And you just say, absolutely. But it's so important to follow up. Even if it's through a gentle text, you know, I need gentle email, gentle meaning just something similar. I'm just following up. I just wanted you to know I'm getting ready to submit my order, and I wanted to find out if there's anything you like. The second avenue of income, of course, is our online sales. So that gives you the opportunity to sell to anybody in the United States, whether you know them or not. You do get to advertise through social media. I know Facebook, and this is something you want to take the classes under youravon.com, Avon Social. Click on the training. There's a lot of trainings there. Just if you're ever bored, instead of watching another repeat of something on TV or whatever, just watch the trainings. They have mentioned that Facebook is getting a little stricter about advertising businesses on your personal profile. So your general feed that everybody sees, they're getting stricter about just always buy my Avon. I'm an Avon rep. Here's the new Avon products. They're starting to not like that. So it's really better to open up a second business page. I've done it, so I know it's easy to do. I can't tell you how to do it, but I did it, so it can't be hard. So you just open up a second business page, and then you can advertise on your business page, and you can share it on your personal page. That way, that's how you get around it. But also invite people to your business page, because on your business page, you can do anything. You can do Facebook Lives demonstrating products or the jewelry or the clothes. You can take pictures, just anything you want. You can just be obnoxious on your business page about Avon. Not so much on the personal page anymore. So do think about that if you don't already have a business page on Facebook to do that. And of course, you can post your store on your Instagram, on your Twitter, and all that. And if you're into Pinterest, you can do a Pinterest page, posting the different products. So those are ways of advertising and hopefully reaching people all over the country that you might not even know right now. If you can get people to share your post or whatever, then you're reaching their followers as well. So the idea of the online store is you're actually going to reach people that you wouldn't reach going face-to-face, door-to-door. So that's our second avenue of income. So face-to-face sales, online sales. And then the third avenue of income is bringing in new representatives. So Avon doesn't hire representatives. They don't have human resources for Avon representatives. That's up to us. Avon is like one of the longest leading direct selling companies in the world. We're in the top 3 for name recognition. When they just polled people, have you ever heard of this company or this company? The 3 companies that rated the highest was Coca-Cola, Apple, and Avon, which is weird considering Apple's not that old. But Coca-Cola, Apple, and Avon were the 3 most recognized corporate names in the world. So you never have to explain what Avon is. But Avon only sells their products through representatives. So obviously, the more representatives they have out in the field, the more sales they make, the more people they reach. And the only way they find representatives is through new representatives is through representatives. So, and then of course we train them. And of course, as a new representative, I would train them for you. You and I working together would train them. Once you're in a while and you're comfortable, you can say, I don't need you anymore. I can do it myself. And that's fine. But so if you find representatives, if you help Avon find representatives who are good and work, they work their business, Avon pays you kind of nicely as a brand new representative. If any person you bring into the company who becomes what they call a successful representative, means her first or second order, she places $150 for her first or second order, then Avon would pay you as a new representative $50. So you would also earn 3% of everything that person sells as long as you and she are representatives. So if you take that further, if you get a second person and a third person within your 7 campaigns, you've made $150 just off with them doing the work, if you will, plus 3% of whatever they sell. Then if you title and you build a team of 3 or more with you, and you place $200 orders, and the other 3 and you combined sell $1,000, then you have a $500 bonus, and you title to it. I think it's a $500 bonus or a $1,000 bonus. I have to double check that. You title into a bronze ambassador. You get it, and then you can grow from there. And every bonus, as you title higher and higher, so it's like 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 4,000. I mean, these bonuses really grow. So, and then you start earning 6 to 6.5% of everything everybody sells. And you start receiving a check every 2 weeks from Avon, over and above what your personal sales are. So that's our third avenue of income. Is that clear? Does anybody have any questions about that?
No, no questions. It's clear.
Okay. And the way you do that, of course, is if you are talking to somebody, if you approach a new person and they say, oh my gosh, I love Avon, whatever. Sometimes we'll hear, oh, I used to sell Avon. And we'll always say, well, why did you stop? And they may give you some reason. A lot of times people stopped because of something that doesn't even exist anymore, something that old Avon used to do that we don't do anymore. And you might encourage them to think about coming back again. Get their contact information and maybe follow up a week or two later and just say, oh, I was thinking about you and was wondering if you thought more about being a representative again. I'd love to have you on my team. So, anytime anybody's exuberant about finding an Avon representative again, I always kind of say something like, yeah, that's our problem. We need more representatives in the field. Do you know anyone who could use an extra few $100s a month just selling Avon on the side? So you can find people that way. Anyway, so those are the 3 avenues of income. And you can think about how much you would like to earn a month, what your goal is financially to start, and then your big goal maybe in a year from now, what you would like to be earning. So goals are kind of important. If you set a desire that next year you'd like to be in President's Club, which means you sell on average about $400 every 2 weeks, that's a goal. Probably won't make that this year. President's Club starts campaign 1 of any given year and ends in campaign 26. So our campaigns run every 2 weeks. Each one, we start with 1, we end in 26. So after you guys are starting in campaign either 20 or 21. So if you want to have like Allison, I know you said you had an order going in this weekend. So that's a campaign 20 order. Lavella, you probably won't have an order until 21. So you would start in 21. And then you have 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. And then Avon's New Year starts in campaign 1. Now, campaign 1 probably happens in December. It's not going to happen in January. But nonetheless, that's Avon's New Year, campaign 1. And it will include some Christmas items. But that starts the new year. So from campaign 1, which will start December of this year, through campaign 26, which will end probably early December of 19, if you sell $10,000 in the course of that time, you become a President's Club member. And for a President's Club member, what that means is you will earn 40% of everything you sell. It doesn't matter the size of the order. As a representative, you cannot earn more than 40%. As a President's Club member, we can earn 45 or 50% depending on the size of our orders. So if we have an order of 1,500, we're going to make 50% on that. And also the fixed items, which I don't know if we've talked to you guys about, those are the clothes and the shoes and the purses and the home items. Those things have an asterisk next to them. If you were to look at the description of that item, you'll see an asterisk at the front of it, and that means it's a fixed item. So as a brand new representative, your first campaign, you're making 40% on those items as well. If your second campaign is 150 or more, you're going to make 40% on those items again. And then if you hit all your benchmarks as you go through your first 7 campaigns, you'll make 40% on everything you sell, including the asterisks. After that, you guys earn 20% on clothes, shoes, purses, home products. So you make 20% on anything with the asterisks. But the sale of those things does increase your total order. So after you get past your 7th campaign, you're going to either earn 20, 30, 35, or 40%, depending on the size of your order, which is why they encourage you for your first 7 campaigns. If you know your first campaign, any size order, you earn 40%. Your second campaign, 150, and you earn 40%. Your third campaign is 200 to earn 40%, then 250, 354. Avon wants you, as a new representative, to get into the habit of growing your business so that you will be on track once the new year starts to be a President's Club member and earn that 40% a minimum. It'll be a 40% minimum and 25% minimum on those fixed items for the whole next year. So they're trying to get you trained. So how do you keep growing your business? And the way you do that is you always give a brochure to your customers. So whether that customer has ordered from you in the past 5 campaigns, always get in the habit of giving a brochure every campaign to your customers, whoever they are, your family, your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors, whether they order or not, until they tell you, stop, I don't want a brochure anymore, always give them a brochure. And then you need to find 1 to 2 people, depending on how much you work your business. 1 person, 2 people, 3 people, a day, a week, it's up to you. But you're trying to find new people every week. And you can do that just when you're in the store, giving a book to the red cashier. You start up a conversation with somebody. Just look for people that you can start a conversation with. Even if it's not, you don't bring up Avon. Just get in the habit of talking to people you don't know. Makes you friendlier. It might introduce you to new friends and open up a whole new world to you. But getting in the habit of just talking to somebody. Oh, that baby's really adorable. How old is she or he? You know, even if you don't feel comfortable bringing Avon into the conversation, start to get comfortable just talking to people. And I know I'm really shy. Trust me, people don't believe that, but I'm really a shy person. And I still sometimes have a hard time with this. But every time I talk to people, I never regret it, even though it's hard for me. And if somebody's a jerk, they're a jerk. Just, bless them and send them on their way. Feel bad for them. Most people are not jerks. And if you feel comfortable, just say, oh my gosh, I just have an Avon business. I'd love to give you a brochure. And give them a brochure. If they seem receptive to it, ask for contact information. Just say, oh, I'm so not aggressive, but if you like, I can follow up and just send you a text or an email, however you want, to remind you when my orders go in. And then, but just always starting a conversation. Can be the waitress if you go out to lunch. It can be at McDonald's. It doesn't matter. The lady behind the counter at McDonald's, the lady behind the counter at the bank. Always, always, always have a brochure with you, because I guarantee you the one time you don't have the brochure with you is the time it's going to be so natural for you to give a brochure. So never not have a brochure with you. Always have on the back of the brochure your contact information, whether you order a stamp or you make labels or you have lovely handwriting, make it legible with your name, your phone number, your email, and your web address. So I know we talked about yours. It would just be youravon.com/Lway. And Allison, is it A. Chang? Is that yours? Do you know? Your web store?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Allison C.
Allison C. So always make sure that's on the back of every brochure and never leave home without one. Kind of like the American Express card, only for you, it's going to be your brochure. I always have some in my car, and I always have some in my purse. I was delivering to people today, and in neighborhood, somebody walked out to my car and just said, "Do you have an extra brochure?" And I had an extra brochure because I always have an extra brochure, and gave, so those are the tricks. So always have a brochure. Try to become a little friendlier with people you don't see all the time. I'm going to grab my soda. Sorry.
What if you don't have an up-to-date brochure in your purse? Is that
Don't
okay?
worry about it. Give them an old brochure.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Actually, we have a motto: you never throw away a brochure. So our brochure is good for 3 campaigns. So if you're getting ready to submit your campaign 20, people can still order from campaigns 18, 19, and 20. So if you have a 19, don't throw it away. If you have 19s, don't throw them away. But I have 15s. I don't throw them away. I give them to strangers Because a lot of, when you do give brochures out, you don't want to give a stranger necessarily a new brochure unless they're excited. You can leave brochures on doors. Some people do that. We do that if we have a lot of extra brochures, we leave them on doors. So by handing brochures out, but we never throw brochures away. And the thing is, either the item's not available anymore, and that would be the case, you know, if it's a Mother's Day from this year. Okay, so they had a whole new wardrobe that came out during Mother's Day. Well, you can't get any of those clothes anymore. But that's okay. If they're ordering Skin So Soft or skincare or makeup, I guarantee you can probably almost match the price on anything that's not the wardrobe, the clothes or the shoes. So clothes, shoes, and purses, they come and go, but you might be able to match something close to what they have or more seasonal now than what they had in the spring. But any Avon product, you'll be able to match the price. I guarantee you, it'll be close. You might even save them an extra 50 cents. It may even be cheaper now than when in the book they had. So never, don't give out an old book. Don't give an old book to a current customer, obviously. So your new books go to your customers, and if you're out chatting with people. But if you have like right now, I'm getting ready to submit my campaign 21. I've already got my 20. I have almost all of them delivered now. I'm giving everybody my campaign 21 books, but I still have campaign 19 and 20 books, and I'll give those out to strangers. My customers get the 21s because they've already gotten the 19s and 20s from me. So they get the 21, but the 19s and 20s are the books I use to go and try to find new customers because they didn't see those books from me. They probably, if they don't have a rep, they haven't seen those books. Those books are still good. So go ahead and use old books you haven't gotten rid of to look for new customers. Okay, make sense? Okay, so never throw a book away, even if it's old, don't throw it away. But no, as you're getting ready to submit, so if you've got 20 and your first order is 21, hand out, you know what, hand out the 20s and the 21s. What you'll have to remember to do, though, is when the person places an order, ask, which campaign are you ordering from? What's the brochure? And I always ask that question when somebody calls me. Which campaign are you ordering from? And it says it on the front cover and on the back cover of every brochure, as well as on each page. It'll say C21 85. So it's campaign 21, page 85. So they should easily be able to find and tell you what campaign they're ordering from. So as you go along and you're working your business and you've got customers, some of these customers hold on to brochures and they call you and they'll say, oh, I want to order from campaign 19 this item, campaign 20 this item, and campaign 21 this item. So they get clever, they know. So that's it about the brochures. So always have a brochure. Don't throw away a brochure. Use old brochures if you're trying to find new customers, and always give your customers your new brochures. Okay, so that's that. Remember, your goal is to always at least once a week, twice a week, 5 times a week, depending on how much time you have to give to your business and what your goals are. You always want to find a new customer at least 1 a week. And if you do that, that's growing your business. And then as you're growing your customer base, you might want to think about also, depending on the feedback you get from people, looking for team members. And if you do these both from the beginning, and remember, I am always here, and for you, Allison, Barbara's always here. If you find a team member to be on your team, you are not going to have to train these people. We will do it. Okay, so, and they can be from anywhere in the United States, because I'm starting to do most of my training through these Zoom meetings, because, you know, people are all over the place. You know, Lavella, you're in Tallahassee, and Allison's in Orlando. I have people in Miami. I have somebody in Georgia. Barbara has somebody in New York, I think. So it's easiest for us to do these things by a Zoom meeting. And it also gives us frees up. We can ask questions. So please feel free if you guys have a question or I go too fast or say something you don't understand. So I think the most important thing is to know what you want from your business and know that that will change. But have an idea of what you would like to make this be. And then we can go from there and find out if you're on track, and if you're not, what we can do to put you on track. So I am going to share my screen. My computer, I almost didn't think I was going to get on here tonight because my computer, of course, decided to be really stupid. But I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to go over, tell me if you can see my screen. You should see
Yes.
the Avon page. Do you see it?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right. So remember up here it says campaign 20 is due at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Do not wait till Tuesday to put in your order, ever. You have until 5 on Tuesday, but what we have noticed, I think a lot of Avon representatives are like middle schoolers, where the teacher says to the middle schooler, this report is due in 2 weeks, and you have to turn it in by 5 o'clock on Tuesday. And all the middle schoolers start working on it Tuesday, and then they try to submit it at 5 o'clock, and the system crashes. So the last few campaigns, the system has crashed on Tuesday afternoons. And then I get texts going off, people all upset because they're trying to place their order, and it's not going through. So save yourself the headache, and if you can, do it Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, or Friday. The other thing about when you place your order is once you settle in on a day, stay with it. So if you're going to go, if you're saying, Allison, you're saying you're thinking about doing it Saturday, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so that's the second Saturday of the campaign. So Tuesday ends campaign 20. Wednesday starts campaign 21. So starting on Wednesday, you're able to place a 21 order through, I think somebody told me October 2nd. So it'll be 5 o'clock Tuesday, October 2nd. So you would go back like September 22nd, 29th. So your second order, you might want to make September 29th, which is 2 weeks from Saturday, right?
Right.
So and the reason why you do that, you only want to place one order a campaign, because if you place multiple orders, you're going to lose money because you get a shipping fee with every order. So you want to place one order a campaign, and you want to settle in on a day that you want to place your order. And so every 2 weeks on that day, that's when you place your order. I happen to place my order on the first Thursday of every campaign. The reason for that is back in the day, which was like last year, that's the day I had to place my order. So Avon back then told you what day you were going to place your order. You didn't get to pick. They said, this is your order day. And mine was the second day of the campaign. So I just decided not to change because my customers have been used to that. I've been doing this for 13 years. My customers are used to when my orders go in and when my orders get delivered. So I didn't change. So my campaign 21 order is actually going in a week from tonight. And that's my 21. So you're going to place, whenever you decide to place so Allison, you're probably going to place the campaign 20. Lavella, you're probably going to place the 21. But you decide what day you want to do it, and then that's the day every 2 weeks. Now, as a new representative, it may not work for you. You may do it and you go, I don't like that day. And that's fine, because your order is going to come 3 days later. It's going to be at your door 3 days later. So if that doesn't work out for you, then tweak it your first few campaigns as a new representative. You can tweak this. But once you settle in, make sure that that's when your order goes in every 2 weeks. So if it's a Wednesday, every other Wednesday, your order goes in. If it gets delivered on Friday, you'll know, your customers will know. Every other Friday, their order's going to be in and you'll be delivering it, whatever, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever, Monday. They'll know. And your customers get into a routine, and they like that. And that makes them feel like, oh, you're not going to abandon them. One of the biggest problems with Avon is representatives come and go. And so people get comfortable having a representative, and then the representative disappeared. That happened to me. That's one of the reasons I'm here 13 years later. But I had a representative who disappeared on me, and I happened to love the Anu, and I needed it. So there you go. Okay, so this is the homepage for Avon. And Avon U, can you see that up in the left-hand corner? I just made it pink. Avon U training. I highly recommend that when you're bored, you get on that. It's intuitive to where you are. It's going to know that you're a brand new representative, and it's going to give you classes and little trainings. None of them take more than 10 or 15 minutes. So you can just take one and walk away, come back later, go back in there. It's going to know that you already took one and it's getting you ready for your second one. So Avon U is your training. Avon Social. This is where you can learn about social media. So you can click on Avon Social. And I can't explain this stuff because I'm computer illiterate. But if you roll down here, this guy, it says training. So click on here and take some training on Avon Social. It does allow you, and you can when you go on here, and maybe under settings, you're going to want to tie your Facebook page, your Twitter page, your Instagram. I guess it's right now it's Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. I think they're adding Instagram soon, but they haven't yet. So that you're going to give it what your Facebook address is, and your Twitter, and your Pinterest if you have Pinterest. And you're going to link it. So anytime you post something, you can just say, post it on my Facebook or post it on my Twitter. And they have a calendar, and you can actually sit down on Monday morning and set up all your posts for the week. You can even create your own post and say, I want this to go out Friday at noon. I want this one to go out Tuesday at 8. And so you just set it all up, and you don't have to walk. You walk away, and all week, your stuff will get posted for you without you having to do anything. So you can just take an hour on Sunday nights or Monday mornings or whenever you want and set up your posts for the week. And it'll do all of your different social medias. But the training down here is really important. This is Multi-Brand. It's a company that Avon has partnered with, and they have all of the brand new products. When a campaign flips, all the content flips, so it's all up to date. It'll be great, especially as we get closer to the holidays, to do this. Okay, so back over here. Close that out, close that out. So we're back over here. I'm trying to think of anything else that we can bring you up to. So my account, this is your profile. So if you ever have to change anything in your profile, if you have to change your address, if you live in an apartment and forgot to put in your apartment number, UPS can't deliver unless they have an apartment number. You can go in here and change that. Change any address changes have to be made before you submit your order. You cannot change anything once you submit your order. It's all highly computerized. They have 600,000 representatives placing orders every 2 weeks. So you have to change address or anything before you submit your order. So that's something you have to remember. Pay Avon, this is kind of interesting. If somebody wants to pay you with a credit card, you can just go over to my account, go into and I do this on my phone all the time. Just go into youravon.com, put in your account number and your password, then come over to my account, pay Avon. I hope you can see this. If you can't see this, let me know.
Yes, I could see it.
Okay, you can come down to other amounts, type in how much the person owes you, 1505. Then you hit credit card. And then you're going to fill in their credit card number, their name on the card. You have the card in your hand. Type in the credit card number. You type in their name as it appears on the card, the expiration date, month and year, and the 3-digit code on the back. And then you need to have their address as the billing address for the card. So if they recently moved and they didn't change their address with a credit card yet, you need the old address. So you have to ask them for the address that pertains to the card. And then you hit continue, and Avon will credit your account to 1505. So that's how you can run a credit card. I know some people go out and they, they get Square or one of those things, and you can do that. Avon absorbs the 2%, 2.5% that the credit card companies charge you. The Square does not. So, but a lot of people use the Square. So I'm not going to tell you not to do that if you want to. I just find this to be very easy, and Avon takes care of everything for me. So works for me. Okay, so that's the fast lesson on how to accept a credit card from a customer. Just my account, pay Avon, and there you go. And that's how you pay your bill as well. So just don't make a mistake. And because if you notice here on my account, pay Avon, go back over here again. Well, not going to do it. When you open this up, Rosalie, that dot will be sitting on the amount that you owe. So you have to make sure you change that and change it. Otherwise, you're going to run a credit card for somebody who thinks they're paying $15 for over $300, right? So you want to make sure. But after you hit continue, it's going to give you another screen for you to verify. And please verify that amount before you hit process. Make sure you got the amount right. And because once in a while, computers, internets, it all sucks. And it'll bleep, and then all of a sudden you see, for some reason, your customer's being charged your balance instead of what they owe. But other than that, it's a great way to run a credit card. All right, so going to go back to the home page, just because, even though it was all there. Now, if you want to run your customers' orders, all you do is go into, hold on. Okay, first thing I want to show you, if you haven't learned this yet, one of the things you want to do is build your customer base inside this. I call this your office. This is the youravon.com, where you put in your account number and your password and you sign in. I call this your office. And that's because it can hold all the information you need to run your business. So first off, if you go into Web Office and you come over here to the Web Office, if somebody has ordered online, do you see that little pink where it says 0 new customers, 0 new order, 0 direct? Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
If you have a new direct delivery, it'll say 1 or 2 or whatever you have right here under direct deliveries. And you'll also get an email. But if you want to see what that person ordered or who that person was, you just click on it. And even though I've already clicked on my direct deliveries, I'll just show you because they stayed there for a while. Oh, I don't know what the heck you are, dude. Okay. All right. So I don't know what that is. Okay. So here's like my last direct delivery. Look at that. $67.95. And I met her in an event. And so that was nice of her to come on. And I just click on the pink thing right here, which is her order number with Avon. So she paid Avon. Avon's going to ship it to her. I have nothing to do with this. It does add in to my totals for my campaign 20 sales, I'm sorry. It added into my campaign 20 sales. So if that might have changed my earnings for the whole campaign, if that had taken me to another level. So that's the nice thing about these online sales. So let's
Donna, I have a question. Did she submit that order herself, or did you do that for her?
No, she did it herself. She's just somebody I met at an event. She took my brochure and she just went online herself. I was surprised. I didn't know. So she went online and did
Oh.
it herself. And oh my gosh, I get these pop-ups now. Hold on. I gotta get rid of this because it's making noise. Okay. So yes. But so let's just say you're at the point where you need $200 for your campaign to make your 40%, right?
Right.
But you only have 150 and you're getting ready to meet your campaign. You're like, oh crap, I don't have the 200. But this person had gone online and placed a $67 order for you. That would have put you over your 200, even though you had nothing to do with it. You might have given a stranger a brochure. She goes, oh, there's her website. I'll just shop on her website. Some people like to shop on the website. They do have free shipping for anything $40 or more. So, you know, a lot of times they will try to hit at least that $40 threshold so they get the free shipping. So anyway, now if you click on her order number, it literally right there, it tells you everything she ordered. So I know everything she ordered. I don't know why I get these pop-ups. This is the worst. Anyway, so that's your online. But I came over here too because one of the things you want to do is build your customer base. So if you go into Web Office like we did, so we're still here. Go to Web Office, we're back here. This is back where that thing is where you could see if you had any direct delivery orders. You go to Address Book, Customers and Groups, click on that. And then it has this pink, do you see this pink thing? It says Plus Customer. Do you see
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Because sometimes I turn pages and people say I can't see that. Okay, so that's a plus. You're just going to click on that and you're going to put in your customers. Her first name, her last name. It needs either an email or a phone, preferably if you can get both, that's perfect. You can add an address. Just hit that. Put in her address, city, state, zip. And then I think it'll give you an add to that and start to build a customer base inside of your office. So now you start putting your people in, even if you don't do it until they give you the first order. So Mary Jones calls you and says, hey, I have an order. You want to put Mary Jones in. You want to have her name, her phone number, hopefully her email address. I'll explain why in a minute, and her address. So you'll know how to get to Mary when her order's here. So once you start building your customer base, now you're ready to enter your orders. We'll go back to the home page. I'm always going to start at the home page so you'll know. So we're back at the home page, and you're going to hit Enter Items. So first you hit Enter Items, and the name that pops up will always be yours. You can just type over that. It's highlighted in blue. So I'm going to type Mary. Now all the Marys that are in my customer list are here. I would just pick the one I want, and then I'm going to type in her first item number. And dang, I don't have a brochure with me. Boy, I suck. No, I don't. So I can't even give, all right, let's just pick this item number. All right, so in campaign 20, so it is in stock. You see that check mark in stock? So it means she will get it. I can change how many I want. Now here's the Dropbox. Right now, it's set up for campaign 20. I can do a Dropbox here, and I can look at the price for the past 3 campaigns. Remember, we can order from 18, 19, and 20, but it also gives me the option for campaign 21. And because I'm ordering for campaign 21, I would hit 21. Now it dimmed out the add to order, and I can only hit add to next order. because you cannot order from campaign 21 until next campaign. But I can pick campaign 20, add to order. That would put her order, I'm not going to do that because I'll get confused, but that'll put that order under her name in your cart.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
What if they want a certain item that they have seen? Okay, like for example, if you notice that the price is better in a previous campaign,
Uh-huh.
should we just stick with the current campaign always?
This is your business. I believe if I know I can save my customer $1, I'm going to lose 40 cents and gain a customer forever. If she thinks she's paying $10 for that item and you deliver it to her for $8.99 instead of $9.99, and you say, I was able to get you a better deal, who is she going to call next time she wants Avon? She's going to call you because you thought about her. You kind of took care of her. Some representatives, they want their 40 cents. So, you know, sometimes they're working on an incentive or they're trying to get to President's Club. $1 is not going to do it. Plus, if she's a return customer because she knows you looked after her, you know, you're going to get more sales. So, you know, it doesn't behoove you. You have to be careful, though. Let's just say campaign 20 was $9.99. Campaign 19 was $9.99, but campaign 18 was $5. Do not think that campaign 18 it was $5. Most likely in campaign 18, it was a buy one, get one for half price. So, right? So you have to be careful when you do this that you know what you're doing. Because if it's an odd number like this, it's probably that was the price. If it's like $5, $10, and it's normally if it's normally a $30 item, but it shows up 15, it's most likely there were a lot of $30 items on there, and it was a buy one get one half price. So you'd have to buy a $30 one to get it for 15. And if she found it in another campaign for $25 and she thought that was a great price, you're not going to get it for her for $15. You're going to get it, they're going to charge you $30 because you didn't buy a second one. Got it?
Yes.
So that's the only thing you have to be careful about when you're perusing these. Sometimes I'll actually have I'll have the brochures. And that's one of the things you might want to get in the habit of, always saving a brochure from each campaign for you so that you can refer back before you make that mistake. So, you know, if you don't have time, you just give it the price. But if you have time and you want to be nice, especially if it's a good, loyal customer, if you can find a cheaper price in a different campaign, sure. Just be careful. So anyway, so it says in stock. Now, you might put an item in, and it'll say, in stock soon means it's not coming. And then what you'll see is instead of the add it next campaign or add campaign, it'll be, let me know if it's when it's coming in. Notify me when it's coming in. And you click on that. Now, if that happens, you need to make a note of who wanted to order it. So if Mary Smith said, I want to order these earrings, and you put the number in and it says, in stock soon, and you say, notify me when it's available, that's fine, but they're not going to say, hey, those earrings from Mary Smith are in. They're just going to say the earrings are in. You're going to have to be the one who remembers that Mary Smith ordered those earrings. So maybe have I always like to have a little notebook. That's just my customer notes. And as you go along in your business, you know, a customer may say to you, hi, I want this order, but I'm leaving town until Friday, so don't call me till Friday. I like to make the note. You know, she'll be home Friday, call her Friday or Saturday. Sometimes they'll tell you, if you leave books on their doors all the time, they'll actually say to you, hey, I'm going out of town for 2 weeks. kind of telling you, don't leave a brochure on my door because they don't want advertised that the house is empty. So these things you might want to make note of. So it's good to have a little notebook for customer information. And that's where you can make the note that Mary Smith's the one who wanted those earrings. So when they come in. So that's how you place your orders. And then I don't have a lot of orders in my cart yet because I'm just out delivering now. But if you, I don't even know what you guys can see. Can you see this little shopping cart?
Yes.
Yes.
It says 1 because I just got my order. I'm now, but if you hit on the shopping cart, it shows you the orders in your shopping cart. So right now, this is the only order in my shopping cart. I just got this today. But this is how I would submit my order. So once I know all my customer orders are in, so you're going to click enter items. Now with that order that I had set up where I put in the item number, you could keep adding items to her. You don't even have to change anymore. Just keep adding items to her. When you're ready, just change the name and then start adding items for that person. And that's how you build your shopping cart. So now Kay's order is going to sit here for 2 weeks because like I said, my order goes in a week from today. Not 2 weeks, 1 week. My order goes in a week from today. So hopefully I'll have several more orders in here, sitting in here. And when I'm ready to submit my order, I'm just going to hit checkout. And that's as easy as that. Now, one thing you want to make sure you do is you want to buy your brochures. So you're going to click here, buy brochures, and you stupid person. And here's the brochures that you're going to purchase. I don't know which one. You have to check because you don't, okay, so anyway, so campaign 22, this is our brand new fragrance. How many English you want? They come in packs of 10. They usually give you the price range. I don't know why they're not. I don't know. That's irritating. They used to give you the opportunity to look at how much each. So anyway, they come in packs of 10. I'll have to figure this out. They come in packs of 10. So if you want 100 brochures, you put in 10. If you want 10 brochures, you put in 1. If you put in 10 for 10 brochures, you're going to get 100. Everybody does that. Don't panic. Don't freak out.
10.
Just call Avon customer service and say, hi, I'm a brand new representative. I meant to order 1 pack of 10, but I had 10 in my head and I ordered 10 packs. They'll credit your account for those 9 packs, and then they'll tell you to call me and I'll come pick them up. Yeah, I ain't going to do that.
How much is each pack?
That's what I was trying to, they used to have this out here. A pack is $6.95, about $7 for 10. 20 is like $9 or $10. 30 is $11. So as you order more and more packs, they get less and less.
Okay.
I know that 100 brochures or 10 packs are $22. So that works out to like $2.20 a pack. But it's for 100, it's $22. So you just determine how many you want. And if you want Spanish, you have the option of picking Spanish. It's all the same. It's 1 pack is 10. So, and you can back order if you ran out of 21s or whatever. And then you're just going to continue on checkout. So you want to always make sure you order brochures. The clever thing with brochures is, as a new representative, you don't want to invest a great deal of money on brochures because you want to make money. So if you order 1 pack of 10, you can hand them out as soon as you get them in people's hands. Tell them you're going to follow up in a couple of days for their order and that you're going to ask for the brochure back. So the first day you get your brochures, you get them out into 9 people's hands. Follow up a few days later, ask for the order, and ask, could you have the brochure back? Just say, I'm a new representative, we have to buy these, and I have a couple other people waiting to see a brochure. And then recycle them. And even if you get them back after the second or third recycle, that's okay. Take them back as long as they don't have gum in them or writing all over them. You know, those become your old brochures that you're going to use to find new people. So you can extend the life of a brochure by, as you give them to people, just let them know that you need them back. Because as a new representative, you have a limited number and you want to get them in other people's hands as well. So that works best with family, friends, and people you know, that they, you know, more willing to do that. But certainly that's a way to extend the life of 10 brochures. You can
And
get,
then not all the orders that were in the place where you hit checkout, not all of them are going to be going back to the customer's house, right? Some of them you'll have to
no,
deliver.
all of these orders are coming to your house, my house.
Oh.
The only orders that go directly to the customer is when they go to your web store, which is youravon.com/Allison C.
Oh.
They shop there and they pay Avon. Avon sends it to their house. These orders that you put in your cart that you submit to Avon, they're all going to come in a big box. It's great. It's a fun day. You open the box and all this exciting Avon stuff's in there. Your brochures will be there. The What's New, which is that little booklet you get that tells you what's coming out in a few more campaigns, where you can flip through and see all the new stuff that's coming. That'll be in the brochure. In your box. So all of that is in your box. You bag the products up for your customers. You give them a receipt. You call them up and say, hey, Mary Smith, your order came in. You owe me, and unless you've collected up front, and I advise if you can collect up front, collect up front. And then just say, Mary Smith, your order's here. It's already paid for. When can I bring it to you? Or, it's here if you want to swing by at your convenience and pick it up, depending on your relationship with your customers.
Okay.
And then in that bag with her order is going the next campaign. The next brochure for the next campaign goes in that bag. So her product she ordered, her receipt, and the next brochure goes in that bag. And that's what she gets.
And where do we get the receipts from?
You should have had them in your box. Your kit. It should have been like a little red, pink, hot pink little notebook.
Okay.
Did you not get
I'll
that?
check. I'll check. I have my box here.
Okay, if you didn't get it, if you're going to see Barbara, make her bring you one.
I have one question.
You got one?
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay. I thought you would.
compared to, or which one do you get more orders from? Your website or people coming up to you?
Me personally, I get more personally, but remember, I started 13 years ago. We didn't have websites. And so many of my customers have been my customer for 13 years.
Okay.
So I do a lot. I literally spend 2 days and I've been doing that today, and I'll do it tomorrow. A little bit yesterday, all day today, and a good chunk of tomorrow, where I go out and I deliver all my orders and I give everybody their new brochures. A lot of people do a lot more online than I do, but that's just how I go. But I've been doing this for a long time, and a lot of customers, even if I tell them they can shop online, they like. There's some of my customers are older, and they like Avon the old-fashioned way with the Ding Dong Avon, where I sit down and have coffee with them. Some people just, no, sit, have coffee. So we get a lot of that. And they become friends, so I'm good with that. But, younger people and more people 40 and under want to shop online. So you may find a big chunk of your customers shop online. You just have to advertise. And that's why you want to really pay attention to the Avon Social. Take the lessons on Avon Social and then figure out how you can use that as well as your own content. And even they will say that on the Avon Social training, you have to give interesting content. So whether I have seen people do a Facebook Live giving themselves one of the Avon masks or with an outfit that they got from Avon, whatever, use your imagination. I'm not good at that because, you know, I'm an old person. So, but yeah, and there's a lot of training online as well. So, Allison, if you don't have that, I'm going to text Barbara and let her know to give you one. Okay? I'm just going to
I
let.
actually didn't get any of these.
Okay, I'm going to text Barbara to get you one. Okay?
Okay, great.
So one of the other things is there's a lot of interesting information online. If you were to go to YouTube and you were to search the names Lisa Scola, you just go to YouTube, you look for Lisa Scola, L-I-S-A, Lisa. Scola, S-C-O-L-A, sorry. She has a lot of training videos. Another one who's really good on the whole social media selling is you can find her on YouTube as well, Emily, E-M-I-L-Y, Seagren, S as in Sam, E-A-G-R-E-N, Seagren, Emily Seagren. These are really two good people to watch their videos. Emily is more social selling, online selling. She sells over $80,000 a year online. She will tell you it
Wow.
didn't happen her first year or her second year, but it just grew a little every year. And then Lisa Scola is just general how to do Avon. So they are great people to follow and to learn from, and watch their videos. All right, so it's 9 o'clock. I know guys, do you have any questions?
No?
Is it?
Go ahead.
So I haven't really gotten started with any of it. And
Of course.
is it as complicated as it all sounds with the?
Oh, it's not, no, it's not complicated at all. It's actually really simple. It's not easy in that sometimes it's maybe hard to find new customers. You're going to hear a lot of no's when you try to give somebody a brochure. No, thank you. You know, though you don't hear a lot of that. I went out with a representative one time into a parking lot. She was really uncomfortable. And I told her we could leave the parking lot when she heard 10 no's. After 10 people told her no, I promised her we would leave and we'd be done. And she handed out 30 brochures and she never heard 10 no's. She heard 3.
Wow.
So, you know, that's the hardest part. But the ordering and everything is simple. You can work out the arrangement if a customer wants to order through you. The payment, it's your business. You decide how you want to accept payment. You decide when you're going to deliver or if they're going to pick it up from you. I know some representatives, especially representatives who sell a lot, and they don't want to spend 10 days driving around delivering orders. They will say to their customers, I'm going to be home on whatever day, Saturday. If you pick up your order on Saturday at my house, I'm going to take 10% off your order. And then she always had a goodie bag full of stuff like lip balms or little mini hand creams or whatever. And she'd say, you can pick a free thing out of my basket if you come to me and pick up your order. And it was worth it to her not to have to drive around to all the people's houses. And she said about half her customers would come to her house on Saturday, pick up their orders and pay her or whatever. So it's all up to you. It is your business. We're here for advice, suggestions, but that's why I try to get you to listen to other people that's not me or not Barbara, because you can hear 50 different ways to do anything, and one of them might click for you, and it's not something I do. So that's fine. So these are two, and there are a lot of people on YouTube who do Avon. You can actually just Google YouTube search Avon or Avon representatives. You know, those are two highly reputable trainers. They're not trainers, they are Avon representatives. But those are two to start with. So if you just want to listen to somebody besides me, oh, the puppy. Oh, I love puppies. He's so cute. What's that one's name?
It's Minnie.
Huh?
Her name is Minnie.
Minnie? Is it a girl? Oh, so cute. Anyway.
Sorry, can you?
Yeah, you freeze up, that's all.
Oh, sorry, her name is Minnie.
Minnie. I had a little dog like that. Her name was Kiwi. She's so cute.
Oh.
All right, ladies. I'm going to say good night because we've gone over 9 o'clock. So I am here. Text me, call me with any questions anytime. I will respond as soon as I can. It's not hard. It's really not. It's really simple. Once you get into the routine, it's very simple. If everything is hard at first, right? Anything you start seems overwhelming when you first start, but then you figure out how easy it is. So do the social media, go online to YouTube for Emily Seagren. She will tell you a whole lot better stuff about social selling or online selling than me. And I do know there are people who sell over $100,000 a year in Avon, all online, and they're men.
I have a quick question, Donna.
Yeah.
So that lady's order that you showed us, that very first order that you said, that was $67, and she entered the order in herself. Did she do it through your Avon store?
Yes, she went to youravon.com/draman. That's my store.
Because that's the only way for them to enter their own orders, right?
That's correct.
Oh, okay. I see.
That's correct. The only way for the customer to order through you, there's only two ways they can order through you. They can call you, text you, email you, and say, this is what I want. And then you put it in like I showed you when you go into enter items and it sits in your cart. That's when they call you, email, text you, however they get a hold of you, and say, I want to order this dress, this purse, and the skincare product. And you put it in and you submit the order. It comes to your house. You bring it to her. You collect the money from her, and you pay Avon how much you owe them for that order. Okay? That's one way they can order. Now remember, if you get people who are ordering, you want to collect all the orders and just let them sit in your cart until you're ready to submit all the orders. Because you don't want to keep submitting an order here and an order there. You're going to accumulate a lot of shipping fees, and you're going to eat up all your profit. Don't do that.
And I have another question. What I'm going to pay Avon, is that a lesser amount than what the customer is going to pay me, or is it the same?
Yes, because no, your first order, you make 40% of everything. So let's say Susie Q calls you up and says, can I order this? And it comes to $100, right? So you're going to collect $100 from Susie Q plus, depending on where you live, if it's 6.5%, 7.5% tax, say 7.5% tax, or 6.5%, Orange County, I live in Orange County, it's 6.5%. So she's going to pay me $106.50, because that's 6.5% tax. Plus, I'm going to charge her $1 for shipping, because Avon's going to charge me for shipping. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to want to get more orders than that, because you want, the more people you have placing orders, the more dollars you're collecting, it's going to cover your shipping fee. But let's forget about the shipping fee right now. So you're going to collect $106.50 from her. Avon's you have $106.50 in your hand. Avon, you're going to submit that order. Avon's going to come back and say, you owe us $66.50. The $6.50 is your tax that they got to send to the state of Florida for you, so you don't have to. The $60 is the part Avon gets. you're still going to have $40 in your hand, and that's yours. Okay?
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, if they order from your store and they pay Avon the $106.65 or whatever it is, 50 cents, they pay Avon, Avon is going to credit your account $40. So anybody who orders from you personally, the amount you owe Avon for those orders will be lowered by 40%. So the money, $40. So the money you collect from your customers, when you have to pay Avon, you're going to owe $40 less than what you should owe, and you'll have that $40. Otherwise, you sit with a credit, and then Avon will send you either a check or a direct deposit into your bank account for the $40 that you earned from the sale online, or it sits in your account. So also you want to go into my account up here. We have the same thing where it was Pay Avon. You go in my account. Get paid. See this get paid?
Yes.
Get
Yes.
paid. So you might want to think about this. You go into my account, get paid. And you might want to go through direct deposit. Otherwise, they're going to send you a debit card. And it'll be a debit card. They would load it with the $40. You cannot put anything on that debit card. Avon will just load it every time you earn money. But if you do it this way and you put in your bank account number, it's going to want your bank routing number and your bank account number. And you can do the same thing for your online store earnings. Then if they owe you money, they will direct deposit it into your bank. Otherwise, you're going to get a debit card.
Okay.
Okay? So you go to
And
my
how
account.
often do they do that?
Huh?
How often do they give you your earnings?
Okay, if you have somebody on your team, it's every 2 weeks on a Friday. They will pay you out on everything you earn from your team sales. On your online store, it depends. If you sit with a credit on your account, I never get paid out by direct deposit on my online sales. It just lowers the amount I owe Avon. So when I collect from my customers face to face, I end up having to pay Avon less than what I collected because I got credited. So that lady you just saw, that $67, they're going to credit me $20, $30 for that order, $27, something like that. So the amount I owe Avon before I pay my bill will be lowered by $27. And that's how I have Avon do that.
Okay,
But if you
great.
sit with a credit of $25 or more in your account for more than a week or so, then they will deposit it into your account. So the direct deposit for leadership goes every 2 weeks. The direct deposit for online store, it's like it has to hit $25 or more, and I don't know how long it sits before they deposit it into your account. But I know it's not that long. And then they deposit those checks into your account. So if you're mostly into online sales, if you do most of your stuff on online sales, it would probably be every couple of weeks you would get a deposit.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds
It has to
good.
be, huh? Okay. So
Sounds
I think
good.
it has to be $25 or more. I'm not sure. All right,
Okay.
ladies. We all good?
Yeah,
Yes,
all good.
Okay.
definitely.
And if either of you, or I know I'm going to send this out to anybody watching, ever want to do a just one-on-one Zoom with me, we can certainly do that, and we can just do what we did, but it would just be you and me. So you would get all your questions answered.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. I am going
All right.
to.
Thank you so much, Donna. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm going to pop back over here. Yay. All right. Everybody have a really good night. And I will see you hopefully soon or talk to you again. We may do another one of these if there's another topic you want to do, let me know and we can do one of these on another topic as well.
Okay.
'Cause there's a lot of stuff you can do, fundraising, all of that. All right, have a good night.
You
Thank
too.
you. Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.